I guess just start in on the stuff.
I guess I'll just go down the line here. The first thing is the use of opioid settlement funds for narcotic safes. I spoke with Keiko. They felt that this purchase was eligible, so my request is to request the amount there to purchase the narcotic safes for the station and the ambulance.
Can you explain the need for these?
The current safes we have now are generic safes, and there's just one code for all the safes. These would be wired to the truck and internet capable, and every paramedic and every advanced EMT would have their own access code to it, so it brings us more into compliance with our narcotics tracking.
What, so is that cost with these installed, the whole shebang?
We'll install them.
All right, and then the $584 after year one, is that per safe or for all of them?
That's for all of them per year that we'll have to pay per year.
Do you think that qualifies under OPID?
It ought to. It ought to.
I think it should.
Where's that maintenance for?
You talking about on the safes, the $584 here?
The yearly cost?
Oh, okay.
That's the cloud program, so we can access the safes and see who's getting in them and out of them. And all that.
administrative.
Yes, so.
Well, I told Robert, I said the first thing, and I'll tell all of our agencies, that the first thing, if we want to tap into these opioid funds, is to call Ms. Carr at Keiko and get her opinion on it. And on page 50 there in your book, he did just that. And sounds like it should meet the criteria, so that's why we have it on the agenda today.
I was then looking for something to spend it on, if Robert thinks he needs it and they'll pay for it. Motion to approve $15,694 for safes.
All right, we have a motion by Will, had seconds all around. I heard Zach first, I think. Motion to approve the expenditure of $15,694 for safes using opioid funds. Any discussion?
Yeah, good enough. Also, how are you gonna handle this $584 a year in this motion?
Well, we'll take it out of opioids.
Yeah, whenever we.
Do you wanna add that in there for, or, cause I don't think that includes that.
Okay, well,
You're gonna
yeah,
file one
you're
year.
probably right.
Well, it's gonna be 12 months from now.
Yeah, this estimate is only for the first year, and then it'll be $584 each year.
So the first initial year,
Yes.
that 584 is included in that 15,
For the
okay.
first year, for year one.
That's what I'm saying, it won't be until 12 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be that cost in a year.
I got you.
So, all right.
And there is an option, I mean, I can tell them to do a 3 or 5 year with it, if y'all just wanna approve up to a certain amount, and then I can just have them put the 5 years worth of cloud service in there, that's up to you all.
Yeah, we can address
Or if you
it.
wanna address it.
We'll
each year,
address it
that's
next
fine.
year. And we'll go from there.
It'll probably be $784 next year.
Well, not if Robert does what we paying for. Right,
I
Robert?
try.
All right. Any other discussion on this? All right.
3%.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All right. This post,
So this
overdose response team,
This was something that she sent me. This is what a lot of counties are using their opioid money for. I haven't really dug real deep into it, other than we can utilize the funds to cover overtime and stuff like that if we put a team together. I mean, my recommendation would be that we probably need to put together an opioid funds committee and dig into it deeper with a committee, would be my suggestion.
I agree with that, and I would like to also involve our local health department, because a lot of their existence is for harm reduction.
I mean, whoever y'all would choose to put on this committee can meet and discuss this and other opioid related things we can do with this money. That's the kind of.
What we'll do, if everybody's okay, Robert and I will put a list of folks together, and we'll discuss it next time, and move forward from there. All right. You can hold that. Go ahead, Robert, on page 57.
there was mention of adding an additional ambulance to the fleet. We have an ambulance that's supposed to be delivered in May now. Normally, we would pull all the equipment off a unit and put it on the truck we're getting. These are the estimates to not pull that equipment off that truck, but to completely furnish this new truck when it comes in. So we would go from 4 frontline units and 1 reserve to 4 frontline units and 2 reserve.
And basically, that's the question that we're posing to you guys. What do y'all think would be best for us to do?
So I put 2 cost options in there. Option A was just to buy everything outright. At that cost, $85,033. Or what I would recommend is go with option B, which the amount out of pocket would be around $15,463, and then we could roll the new stretcher, power load, and stair chair into our current Stryker deal that we've already signed.
Now, I guess the question on the floor though is, you know, right now we have 5 ambulances when they're all running. And this instant, we need 3 of them on the road. And we've got 2 sitting and 3 running. A lot of times we'll get down to have none sitting.
Yeah, I mean, we've got down to a situation where we've only had 2 running and 3 in the shop, and I have 3 crews, but only 2 trucks to put them in, so.
So, but basically what this will do is the decision, and I want it to be a court decision, to have 6, or when we get the new one, we take everything out of the junkiest one we got.
Well, I
That's
think
the
we've
question.
discussed it time and time again, that we've been short ambulances due to maintenance, or it's like, well, we gotta hurry up and get one fixed because we're short of this, that, and the other. And, I think it's kind of a no-brainer at this point, because we've fought so many breakdowns as of recent, and we need to try to keep it to where we're not, it's just one going down, we're instantly in an emergency situation to get one repaired. So I'll make the motion that we keep 6 trucks, and we move forward with outfitting the new truck with new equipment, and keeping the truck that we was gonna replace available for responses and fully stocked.
I'll second that for discussion.
And that's option B.
No,
yeah, you
I ain't
didn't pick-
discussing an option, I was just
Okay.
saying, you said you wanted,
Yeah, okay.
on the floor, whether we was gonna keep another ambulance or not.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, we have a motion by Mike, second by Zach, that we keep 6 ambulances and have all 6 functional.
Because we was gonna get rid of one and go down to 5, right?
Well, we was gonna replace one with this new.
Right, and it was gonna have 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to keep 6.
Yeah, okay. All right, so we have this motion on the floor, that we will keep 6. Any discussion on that?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So, when we got this new ambulance, I mean, we had all already decided we're gonna swap this equipment. I remember that conversation, but, so the one that's gonna go to reserve, say if we do what Mike says, what is that ambulance? How many miles?
It's a 2017 with 200-something thousand miles on it.
All right, and after we take this new one, we have the last new one that we bought, which
Yeah.
is 2 years old now,
Mhm.
year and a half old or something.
Yeah.
How many miles on it, roughly, just guessing?
Huh?
89,000.
89,000.
And then Jim and them bought one,
Yeah.
their Court, right? You know what year it is, round about?
21, maybe 2021.
100,000 miles.
Yeah.
So, my opinion, and I'm sure, I think we've already talked about it, another talk about another ambulance sometime near future, because it takes so long to get them.
Mhm.
I say we get rid of the old ambulance and transfer the stuff, save the money, and we're gonna be ordering another one.
Would you be opposed to keeping this ambulance until we get the next new one in?
Well, my plan is to come to you all, hopefully we can pay for this ambulance in May. Okay.
Well,
And
that's
then
supposed to
in
be
the-
July or something.
Well,
Well, it was initially gonna be, June, but things are catching up. So hopefully in the 26-27 budget, we can budget in there a remount the next oldest one in our fleet, and that would Because we're gonna remount ambulances for the next several years now.
Don't agree on the box.
Yeah. It's gonna save us about $70,000 to remount. So we're gonna remount trucks probably for the next several years.
Well, that's what I'm saying, we're starting to get some newer, lower mile stuff in the fleet. And I mean, I know we've had problems in the past, but I don't think, like recently, we've really been in no giant bind.
And we have,
We haven't heard about it.
So this,
And we've
I
had-
mean, you come in here and say, we'll take all the equipment out of this one and put it on the new one, 2 or 3 months ago.
that was the plan, but talking with the judge, it would, I mean, instead of getting rid of a truck, we just put $5,000-6,000 in, let's keep it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think this, the junkiest one is the one we just had at the diesel place.
No, we've had
The
that
one
one.
that the death laid down on,
Yeah, that was the oldest one, and, I mean, we put,
but we got it going now.
it's running fine.
It's been going for a
so
while.
if we keep this one, will it be the box that we use to transfer to a new truck? If
Yeah.
we get a new truck?
No, the 2 reserve units are not remountable, they're the oldest of the oldest, so we're gonna keep them till the wheels fall off of them, I guess.
Or you get in a situation in nickel and diamond in debt.
I mean, every year, we'll, whoever's sitting here will be investing in ambulances. Every
So
year,
you're saying,
somehow,
well, yeah,
you know, some way, some fashion.
so, but you're saying that you're probably not gonna buy another one. You're gonna be reboxing.
We'll be buying a truck chassis.
But when you,
But when you
rebox
for,
it, you're still gonna need to put, you're not gonna be able to repurpose that equipment.
No, the equipment will be repurposed when we remount them.
Yeah, it'll stay in the box.
The one that, the oldest one is not, you can't
Remount.
use the box off of it.
No.
You can't remount it.
And
So
those,
basically, it's gonna be crap.
well, I mean, and they're not getting run as much as the others because they're reserve units. They're only used when trucks are down and for details and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're not ran every day. So once they get higher in mileage, we try not to run them as hard. They're as reserve.
I just thought that if we kept that extra one, that might offset us just enough where we might be able to buy some time to maybe
I agree.
bank some more funds to be better financially ready to make another hit when the time comes. That's what I think.
you're getting hit with 85,000 right now.
Well, I mean,
Well, that's what I was wanting to dive
Or
into.
15,000.
Well, if
You
you
still
go,
gotta pay for the rest of it.
Well,
It
yeah.
don't matter if it's a payment or not.
if you go with option B, we're already in a striker contract for $97,996.34 a year. That's for the new monitors and the new CPR devices. We can take that striker amount and add that into that contract, and it takes our contract to $114,525.86 a year.
I just thought it'd be better to put it, if y'all decide to do this, I thought it'd be better to go with the option B. It streamlines it, puts everything under one invoice, one care package, easier for him to inventory and to keep track of what's due and warranties and this, that, you know, so, because I think we've had a problem in the past with things that bought willy-nilly as we needed them here, there, and yonder. It's hard to keep track of what's new, what ain't new, with this heart monitor is how old is that one, so.
Well, I will tell you this $15,463.91, I think there's a place in the budget that we can pull that money from. We've got a line item called, EMS equipment service payments that has $16,460 in it. We don't have that monitor payment anymore. That's that $16,000 that's sitting there, would have went for that monitor payment. So we could utilize that to pay that.
Yeah, I wanted to, see, Caitlin sees that, so. You know,
The current striker thing, that number, I thought you said 90, is the $97,996.34.
That's what we're already committed to. It'll change it to $114,525. And then we have found the money to pay for that $15,463.91.
let's, we got a motion and a second. Let's vote on if we're gonna keep this ambulance or not. And have 6. And then, because if that were to pass, then we can continue this conversation.
Well, it all goes hand in hand. If we're gonna keep it, we're gonna do it. I mean, you might as well make it all.
Well, but basically, we haven't decided that we're gonna keep 6, but it is on the floor. So,
Well, so either way, if you buy all this new equipment, you're gonna have 4 ambulances that you'll remount. You'll start with the oldest one. The other 2 reserves are never gonna be remounted, correct?
We'll run them and the wheels fall off and then we'll start on
Yeah. But then once we
So
get,
that
once we
fourth
get,
ambulance outside of the ones that we bought, Jim bought, the other one, what's it like, miles and years?
the one that we're looking to remount next, that
Yeah.
one,
You can call it that one.
it's probably 130,000 maybe miles.
You know what
Or
year?
he can say exactly.
Rob, I've got it.
128 is what we got on it right now, and then one
What year is it? Is it tell you that on the newspaper? No.
that I don't have right at this moment.
I think it's a 2019 maybe, 2018 or 2019, I believe.
When y'all remount them, what, do them boxes like just start rusting out real bad, or what's the deal there?
The chassis go
It's to
to
get a new cabin chassis underneath of it, they'll completely go
Oh, I
through the
see.
box.
So they'll lift that box off
modern
there.
Standards.
You're getting a
And
new
they'll,
cabin
and
chassis
they'll,
instead.
they'll sand it, repaint it, and put that back down on a new chassis and get everything hooked up and,
And Will, our two oldest units have already been remounted to the point that we can't remount them anymore. You can only repair them so many times, and they're just at that point, we can't do it again.
So, yeah.
I thought when y'all said remount, there was, like, boxes were going bad. I didn't realize you get a brand new cabin chassis, you
No.
put your box on a new cabin chassis.
so the plan is we'll remount Med 1, and then we'll remount Med 3, and then we'll remount Med 5,
Okay.
and then we'll be to the point to remount
These newer ones.
the new one that's coming in May. But depending on those 2 reserve units, we may have to squeeze in a new truck in between years somewhere. But the plan is to try to save the money and remount these trucks for the next several years. That's the plan.
I don't like it, but I think we just might as well keep them, I guess, after.
All right, well,
Well, it's kind of,
let's,
when I was looking at it, I was like, you know, things you do, things you don't, but I think this would be best to kind of maybe set us up to be financially better later.
because at any point,
I'm not too worried about financially being better prepared as much as I'm just being prepared. I mean, with what they're doing there and the process of saving lives, if we don't have a truck on the road, we can't save that life, so. More
Well, let's
trucks.
buy some new ones. Make the motion.
I found that too.
Caitlin and I have to work on that one.
The problem, the
I don't
problem,
want y'all to have.
the problem we run into is, we can't just run down the street and buy an ambulance. It has to be manufactured, bid out and all that stuff. So I mean, you're looking at, 14, 18 months to get a truck when you order it. We can remount a truck in about 4 or 5 months.
So,
So,
Well, here,
if we do this, then we're looking at adding, what, $20,000 a month and, or?
No, it's only, it would be 95.43 a month, and it's, right now, it's,
114, so it'd be what, $10,000 a month, so.
yeah, roughly. I did the math earlier on
That's yearly.
114.
that's yearly.
That's yearly?
That is our
Okay, I thought you
annual.
said earlier monthly.
No.
I was gonna say-
Our
that's a year.
annual payment right now is $97,996.34,
Okay,
and
so
that covers our heart
$10,000 a
monitors,
year would be the
CPR
difference.
devices, all our stretchers, all the maintenance. It'll go to 114,525, and that will cover buying a new stretcher, a new power load, a new
If you're at
stretcher.
1,500 more a month, you'd be figuring it monthly. 81.66 compared to 95.43.
I'd like to move to amend the motion to include, then we go with presented option B to outfit the new ambulance.
Second, I'm good with
All right, we got a motion, or amendment to the motion by Mike, seconded by Zach, that we go with the option, go with the language of option B. All right, any other discussion on this? All right, we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor of the amendment to the motion, which states that we will add option B, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All Now we have on the floor, basically that the motion as amended is that we maintain a fleet of 6 at this time, and that the new ambulance will fit it with option D. That's what we'll be voting on now, correct? All right, any questions? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Robert, you got page 66.
My last thing is Zach Moore is technically a part-time paramedic, but he's been filling a full-time spot. I want to congratulate him, he got promoted at Burn Creek at his full-time job. He's going to do a 40-hour schedule there, so he's no longer able to fill that 24-48 spot. Luckily, we had a paramedic that just moved to Mount Eden that had applied for us, and we didn't have a position, but we do now, and he wants the position, he wants the full-time position. So, Andrew Patterson, full-time paramedic, 19, on a 24-48 schedule.
Is this gonna be a new hire, or is this just somebody you're moving full-time?
No, this is a complete
So
new hire.
has he went through the hiring requirements, background checks? and all
We
that?
have, he has completed all the hiring requirements.
And is Zach Moore, is he no longer gonna be employed? Doesn't
He's
he
gonna
go
stay
back to
part-time. He's gonna be, nothing's changed with him, he was part-time, he's staying
We're just
part-time.
not gonna be able to fill
He's
it.
just not gonna be filling full-time hours anymore for us.
Okay.
Motion to approve, Andrew Patterson, full-time paramedic in 1929.
Second.
All right, motion by Zach, second by Dan to approve Andrew Patterson, full-time paramedic, $19.20 an hour on the 24-48 shift. Any other discussion? I would like to say that I'm proud of our EMS department. I'm proud of the work we have done here at Fiscal Court, that people are moving to our community and applying for work here. We have, we can't rest at any point, but we should all be happy where we have adjusted the salaries at EMS and adjusted the equipment. We have made investments in ourselves and becoming where I think we all thought we needed to be. So thank you for that, Robert, and thank you, Court, and thank the community for supporting our EMS. So any other discussion on this motion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, road department building, we've got, I don't know, that, we're up to we passed that one.
Okay, I know, I'm following.
Okay, the road, I'll take it over. Road department building, unless you can, Will.
That's on Daniel and you, that's all I got.
All right, we've got, basically, I've been talking to Todd, and you can see in your books that we got, actually, there's 5 prices. We were looking to enclose that steel structure that's up there, and one of the costs, we've got different costs here.
Yeah, them two bids there,
Seems like you're hoping for a part.
well, they're totally different scope of work, not
Yeah.
totally, but, so like the Smithy Construction's putting trusses on the roof, so you have, but that structure's flat, right?
Right.
So I don't know, they say it's 12 foot and 12 foot, that's flat, so. The project pros just has putting 2 bays on 4-foot centers.
We're keeping the same flat roof.
Yeah, I assume, because there's nothing under there talking about built, you don't want a flat roof on that steel structure right there. It doesn't say anything about overhang off the back or the front, there's no gutters in it. It's smooth as trusses, gutters.
So one thing I'd bring up is like, just by looking at this, it seems to be that there's like 2 schools of thought. And one is to enclose the steel structure where we had the bed sitting, and there's another one that's doing a whole hoop structure to store.
Building a whole nother building, yes.
And so, I guess,
That is accurate. It's 2 schools of thought. But it started by, let's enclose this structure so we can keep our stuff inside.
well, I know that, and I'm down with keeping those stop boxes are expensive. And
Tractors
keeping-
are expensive, bush hogs are expensive.
well, that's what I'm saying, I mean, so I don't know how much we wanna bite off right now, but I tell you, the need is there. to put a lot of stuff undercover.
Well, so here's my take on it before we dive into this too much. Now, the little, let's skin that one little building, I'm gonna take this. I think that's something easy, we can go on and try to get something done. But if we're gonna dive into this, really dive into it, and my approach is, when we look at building a new shop, we've got a structure setting up there that we can gut, that can be turned into a storage unit, pretty simple, and,
Make the new structure of the shop.
yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that's a big chunk of money, but that's where I'm at, before we start spending a whole big bunch of money to build an offset building, better need up there to update what they've got. Make their facility a little bit nicer, something they can maintain, more vehicles, and more stuff off, and
I know you could store some stuff in what they're using for the shop now, if you got it, but like, how much are you?
well, you go in there and gut that, built what they got there and take their office and everything, I mean, you got 160 buildings, right?
It's pretty good size building. You probably have to add a door to go to the
Yeah, you
door.
probably have a door or something to the end of it to pull all the way through, but I mean, it's a big building. And you can put pretty much everything in, definitely.
So if you build a new shop slash office area, what are you looking at?
I don't know, I mean, that's,
It'd be a bunch of money, it'd be a bunch of money.
it'd be
I don't think
pretty
the shop
big.
has to be that big, because we're not a mechanic service, you know, they, might have a couple tractors in there at a time, but outside of that, you
Well, I'm
know.
talking about them, put some offices in there and then break room, bathroom, you know.
I mean, it'd run into a bunch of money before you got done.
It'd run into some money.
Several hundred thousand. Yeah, especially, I mean, the concrete floor, we know is gonna cost 50, 60,000,
Oh, yeah,
because that's what a salt barn costs.
yeah. But I mean, that's where I'm at, I mean, that.
I think more or less he's saying, I think we should spend a ton of money
Yeah,
right now and think about that for the future.
that's where I'm at.
But you don't like the $9,000 option either.
Well, honestly, if he'll do, I don't know how you can do that for $9,000, but if they'll do it for $9,000 and that roof is not flat, I mean, you're not gonna get no cheaper than that.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything in there, you know, I don't want that, 84 by 12 building with a flat roof on now, especially with some of the little metal structure that's up there.
What I, kind of, the second school of thought, when we got those bids in on enclosing the iron, I thought, especially when we got that one for 20,000, I thought, you know, we all know what we did for our salt dome. You know, just the building built was upper 20,000. And I thought, well, I'll get some bids together. And, I mean, the one I like the best, this Summertown Metals, which used to be Legacy Metals, he gave me a bid, which it says here that it's expired, but expired on the 3rd. But nonetheless, you can get a 40 by 80, 14 feet tall. All three sides are enclosed, and the post is poured in concrete. The hoop on the post poured in concrete also. But here is a metal building with trusses 10 foot on center that we can convert at any time into whatever you wanted it to be. And then immediately, I'm not after concrete and floor, but we can gravel the floor and immediately we'd have storage. And
Is there a footprint up there that affects this, the pre-existing?
Well, that's the other kind of issue you run into too, because if you dive into this, there needs to be a lot of thought put into this.
Yeah.
Placement, building, there's a big cinder pile up there, it needs to be something done with it, we're not using, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be put into this willy-nilly,
yeah, oh yeah.
you know.
But I mean, it's basically for us, and we don't have to decide today,
No,
but we, you know, we should decide because it's just like if Dakota was in here today, he was in the office earlier, but any of them up there will tell you that the equipment that they had inside this fall or this winter, all they had to do was put it on the truck and go.
yeah,
And stuff, and you all know how it is, stuff you store outside,
yeah.
you're gonna work on it when you hook it up, so. But, you know, I just thought if you're gonna spend 9 or 21,000, you could spend, 9 or 21, you could spend 29 and have a building that one day could be the shop, or you know, at least you have an immediate roof. So,
Well, I mean, I don't disagree, but that's just where I was at, like I said before, we don't spend a whole big bunch of money for storage, that's what my thought process was, is that we can spend money and build an actual another shop, put in more space, put in, you know, stuff that they could use, especially in the winter time when they're using salt in these trucks, they can pull inside, be warm, or keep all that stuff cleaned up.
Well, I think we should push it off to the next meeting. I wouldn't mind for myself to go up there and look around, because I ain't been in a little while.
Well,
I don't think we should just slap it up. I want that stuff to be inside as bad as anybody, but I hate to just slap it together and
Well,
we'll be
there's
tearing it down later because it's in the way.
no rush right now anyways, because if some box gonna be riding around in pickup trucks for the next
Yeah.
9 days anyway.
yeah, but we can, let's do that. I'll challenge everybody, go up there and look around, figure out where you need to be, go in the office there, talk to the guys that's there, and, anyway, then we'll come back and we'll put it on the agenda for another meeting. All right, next, Brian, Parks Department. I told Caitlin this morning, I said, they're gonna be after us for money, everybody. We got the EMS, we got the road department, we got the Parks Department.
And you're in pretty bad shape because you're towards the bottom of the list, bud.
Yeah, I know.
You should have come in at the first thing.
Hey, ain't no grass to pay though, so we got time, but go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I talked to Zach, and, we got basically 2 mowers that are in bad shape right now. One of them we done had, I think, since I've been here 15 years, so. And we just keep putting money into it. Then the other one is, it's got a light on, which I took it to mowers plenty of times, and it just keeps going back, and we just keep sticking money into that one. I think maybe we need to look into getting 1 or 2 of them mowers replaced. Springtime, don't need it right now, but
Yeah.
just something to look forward.
So outside of these 2 mowers, you have 2 other mowers. Those are the new ones we bought a year or 2 ago or something.
Yes,
That's all the mowers, right?
yes,
You got a total of 4.
4 mowers?
yes.
Okay. Now this other
Through the
mower,
summer, I know y'all mow a whole bunch of grass. I mean, you got 2 or 3 of them running all the time?
Thirty, definitely, sometimes all 4 of them run.
are all of them 72-inch ones?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm trying to make good field, thank you.
This new, the last mower we bought, what brand is it?
it's a Skag Cheetah.
Do you like it? I mean,
It does, yeah, I kinda like the Turf Tiger a little better. It just seems like the Turf Tiger itself, I don't know if it's the horsepower or what, is kinda pulls and cuts a lot better than that Skag does. The Skag, the Cheetah itself, I think is probably more made for a quick going to this spot and that spot. When we're mowing 3 or 4 hours at the same spot, so.
but you're satisfied with the, I guess, the quality of the Skag?
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, do you have any complaints on the John Deere? And then these 1 mowers, is that other brand, right?
One's a Ferris and one's a Kubota D.
Kubota?
Yeah.
What you thought?
Yeah,
I know you
Yeah,
need,
John
He
Deere.
likes the Ferris, I'll tell you, he likes the Ferris.
I like the Ferris a little bit, cause when we did go over and look at it and test rode it, what we mow, I mean, it's real bumpy and it's got a lot bigger suspension on it where it don't impact as bad once we go across the ground, but, I mean,
Well, we need to keep in mind that, Brian, I want you to ride in comfort, but just like everything else, and over the years, so much stuff got mismatched. I mean, mowers needs to be the same way. If we bought 2 new ones, but we need to try to, I mean, in the perfect world, you have 4 mowers that are exactly the same.
What brand's
Brian will
one?
have parts sitting down there.
got Skags,
Except for one John Deere.
John Deere.
But we're gonna keep the 2, you're gonna keep those Skags.
We bought 2 new Skags. Was that last year? That was
Yeah,
last
just
year.
one last year, we
Yeah,
I was
bought
on
2 Skags, 2020,
2020.
yeah.
I'm thinking from Turf Tiger, it's a little more horsepower, you know.
The Ferris, they sell them over at Showville, past the John
We
Deere
went
store.
to Joe Hill to look at one over at Barstown,
Okay, the fair.
but I'm sure they sell it over there.
Alright. I think
I mean, you can buy, if this, if I read it right, though, you can damn near buy 2 turf tigers for what the price costs.
Well, I like the thought of just keeping them all scags, and we got a dealer right here in town. I mean, it's just like all our trucks and stuff, it becomes a nightmare when you got,
Oh, yeah.
you know, one of this brand, one of this brand, one of that one.
so. Now, all these mowers are pretty plentiful right now, ain't they? There's not a shortage of mowers.
No.
They got them stacked in the back everywhere.
I talked to Moore's, that he said he can order it and be in a week or so.
Okay.
The one we bought last year, let me make sure, was it a turf tiger or it was a cheetah?
Cheetah.
And you have one turf tiger right now?
I got 2 turf tigers.
The 2020 model?
Yeah.
I like the trip tires.
Well, I think if we buy them, I don't know that I have enough to buy 2 of them, but I would, my opinion, I would buy the turf tiger. It's $2,000 more, but then you'll have at least 3 of the exact same, and then the other one's still a skag, and you got all the same brand motors.
And then, I mean, as much as they got to mow, now these 2 that you need to get rid of, I mean, are they junk, or are they just,
They're down there, John.
down there's, well, it's a 14 model.
There's one that's got the light on. Is there any symptoms to it? Is it old time? It just got a light on or what?
I just feel like it don't have the horsepower that it has. Now, when I talked to Moore's about the mower, he said with that light on, you don't know if it's overheating. You don't know if the horsepower going down. You don't know if the cylinder. I took it out there, and I think I done took it out there 3 times already with Scott had seen. We had a little discussion back. I did, to me, he put the parts on there, but wasn't fixing that. And he's like, when they got it back, and I just took out the lights back on. And he seemed to think that maybe we overheated it already, and that the block is already bad, but we still use it.
Well,
Well, I mean, it's a 1,200-hour machine, it might be worth, I mean, taking it to local lawn and garden or something, see, giving them a chance to fix it, their skag deal. I mean, outside of that, it's a pretty good mower, right?
Yeah.
It ain't all,
I mean, somebody ought to be able to diagnose it.
I would think. We have talked to other, someone's on Dixie Highway, somebody said there's another dealership down there that's real good, so I thought about taking it down there and just.
I'd say,
I
yeah,
wonder if it was a little residential skag or a big commercial skag.
y'all good, we'll take this mower with the light on to another place, try to get another diagnosis
I think so.
on it.
I mean, it's only, does that one have 1,200 hours, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I think
12.6.
So, and then, but it's a matter of, y'all want to vote today to, I know this one of the questions I asked you, Caitlin, about the funds. I was looking through some last night and I forget which line, and I found some money in.
Either the grounds maintenance supplies or the equipment and supplies.
How much is in each of those?
Let's see, grounds maintenance supplies, there's 24,000 and 23,000 in equipment supplies, so it's about 47,000 in both.
All right. Do you all,
Well, I would, we just pay that out of the equipment fund and buy one more, and see if we can get the other one fixed.
well, we can, that's where I was going. Do you know of any other costs that we'll have between now and the end of June that y'all will need?
Like simple stuff, blades and regular old maintenance on it.
Yeah, but no purchases?
No,
I think that four-wheeler was, the cat's meow in snow, wasn't it?
yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all still
We done a
have,
lot of shoveling, they beat.
y'all still have a little tractor and finish mower or something too, right, or not?
Not finished anymore. We got a little tractor, yes.
And it's like a little 40 horsepower or something? So did y'all know, last year you mowed all of Ray Jewel 2.0.
With those fish, with those zero turns.
With zero turn.
Mowed all
But
that.
this year here, if we're not doing something else, we don't need to do that. I mean, let the county guys go down there once a month and bush hog until we start doing something. We got brand new bush hogs, they clip it nice, leave it 6 or 8 inches high. I mean, that's crazy. If we were actually down there doing something, I agree, but I can't see running the mowers, that's,
You know, since wearing out the mowers, do you need
We
to?
mowed that, we mowed the 5 acres with billion is, we mowed,
well, that needed to stay mowed.
we mowed, fairground, we mowed both, all 3 parks, we mowed both brands. All around the
Every
recycling
couple
center.
weeks.
Yeah, well, I think, in my opinion, Ray Jewel 2.0,
Now, one thing, I mean, the moves that we have made in 3 years, one thing we have done by keeping that cut, it seems like the ball teams have worked it out. Now, did that help them work it out?
Down at 2.0?
Yes. Did anybody ever play in there?
No.
Have we ever seen, have you never seen anyone play there yet?
No.
All right.
No, we got, I say we can get in there and maybe knock the grass off and put, you know, a skin infield or something. No, that's the fence, I say they would use it, but right now, I know the softball association have asked me about it, but of course, I'm kind of tight to it.
Of course, they know it's there, and they know they can come to us, and they can make suggestions. We can get the ball rolling on something.
I mean, the way it sits right now, right, just being flat on grass, it's only practical for soccer people who use it pretty much right now, right?
Well, I mean, about, the whole community can use it for anything.
Well, I'm just talking about as far as leagues, you know.
I
until
mean,
we go down there and get some infrastructure, or one of them come to us, and we, you know, I think we'll have to help a little bit, cutting something out, and if someone comes first thing in the spring, that's mow it every day, or every week, but
Yeah.
if no one's utilizing it,
I don't disagree with you. We can,
Yeah.
do- I can make that happen.
and even if someone does come, you know, they're not gonna, you know, if they do come in the spring, mow half of it, or,
Right, just
You
know
know,
what they need.
yeah. And don't let the other part grow up all year.
No,
Every
no.
month or something, take a bush hog and clip it, it'll take a ire down there with a batwing and. ain't wearing out
We
lawnmowers.
we can do that.
So I want to make a motion though that we purchase one 72-inch Turf Tiger mower at a cost of $15,443.22.
Is that the one you want? Is that?
That's the one you get.
I want the ferret, so.
Okay.
Sorry.
Motion by Dan, seconded by Zach, to approve purchasing the Turf Tiger for how much?
$15,443.22.
All right, and that was from whom?
That is from,
More outdoor equipment.
yeah, more outdoor equipment.
All right, we have a motion and a second, any discussion? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes.
Y'all want to just give Brian the okay to take that mower to another sky dealer?
Yeah, you're good. All right, I'll take it, we'll try to get it lined out, hopefully they can figure out what the deal was.
Thank you.
All right, don't ask, we'll never get it.
Brian, even if they say, like, it needs new engine or whatever, get a call for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
You don't care
give us
what
a
the
call.
Whatever that is, you know, don't, you know, because we might, you know, you never can tell, we might just want to do that, you know, when these things are costing 15 grand a piece, if it's pretty good shape, the 5 or 6 grand an inch, just keep running, you know.
I've got a page 83 agenda item, and this, just getting discussion started. The truck over at the, and I haven't talked to Victoria about this personally, I know Daniel has. But we have that truck over at the animal shelter, and they basically don't use it. Don't use it, haven't used it since, I don't know when. But nonetheless, we just got a price. We could take that dog box off, put it for $39.50 if we choose to. Put a bed on it, and then it could be utilized by basically whomever. You know, I talked to Karen there at Cycling, just any day, one of those, that white truck or that red truck's gonna lay down. Now, William, he loves that red truck, but it's got 250,000 more on it.
You know the year, make, model, miles of this truck,
But I like an old 250.
F-250, you know, 100 miles. And also, is it a 6.0, a diesel
No,
truck?
it's a gas truck.
How do we transport animals now?
Like in the van, and, you know, the other
The
vehicle.
SUVs you got an SUV
Yeah,
that's.
I know, we had this discussion last year about transporting animals to clinics to get them treated, and that's, we fixed the air conditioning unit on this truck so that,
Just there,
we could do that.
The box is working.
huh?
The box is working.
there's always some reason why it ain't fixed.
It's not running.
But they don't have to vote today, but I just wanna get the discussion.
What'd you say, Andrew?
They have their own canine vehicle.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But, so I'll just challenge you guys to go, stop over there. and
Well,
make
I
a
think
decision.
to ask where this is coming from, and like Robert, they got the main trailer, they got to pull it around with. Brian needs a spare truck every now and again. I said, recycle center needs a truck every now and again. We're just gonna put a flatbed on it, and it can be used, pass around. It's not, nothing necessarily going to any one person or any one department, it's just gonna be there. It's either that or the trucks, it's just like having the trucks in turn rock, we're not gonna get nothing out of it, we're gonna go surplus it. They literally have moved over there.
Yeah, I don't know that it's been used since we opened there.
Yeah, they haven't moved. They
Well,
haven't moved out of the parking lot.
Why don't you just take it, do this?
It's all what y'all want to do, is we're not to take it.
While it's still running, might get a little more money out of it.
Have to do what?
If y'all decide you want to do it, we'll have to take it over to, Teddy, to have the invoice, and that's finished up, they got the measure frame, make sure all that.
So, on the very top line, on that says 50 North Star, that's the cost of the new bed only. No labor taking the old bed off, putting the new one on. That's what I thought.
I'd say it'd probably be closer to five,
Well, I mean, y'all remember that that new one we put on this road was close to 6, wasn't it? Of course, that's a bigger bid.
Yeah, the flatbed, and they weren't taking, but they weren't taking, as a cab and chassis truck.
They was just putting it on, right?
Yeah, all brand new, not.
Yeah, the labor removing this would be a little bit, but,
Well, take it over and have them give it a price, and come back to the next meeting.
all right, if y'all good with that, that's what we'll do. All right? All right, next on the agenda, we don't have old business, so.
Actually, Judge,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Corey.
yeah,
Yeah.
has copies around. Mr. Miles from the city got us foot distances on portions of Creekside Drive. And the first portion, the first 342.97 feet be the city's, and then the next 477.62 feet, it's divided equally down the center of the road, and then beyond that, the balance of that road would be the county's. And this is, these are the distances that were discussed, I think it was back in August originally, and they went out and reconfirmed that. I think the original calls and distances were in 1994, and I'd have to print out, or try to get a printout. I know that it was on legal size paper before, so I can get a copy to the clerk for the minutes on it. But you know, this is in line with what was my understanding in terms of the footages. That's what the city confirmed. So I think.
So if we approve this agreement for 463 feet, or whatever number you said, any work that we do, they do, we can split the costs.
Yes.
Or they can pay for their half, we can
They
pay
can
for
pay for
our
their
half.
portion, and then the middle, the section where it's split down the middle, we can split the cost, and then anything beyond that would be county cost.
Well, I'll make a motion to go into agreement, sign this agreement so we can get this road and keep this.
Second.
I rode up that road the other day, I hadn't been up it, it ain't even really in that bad shape. I mean, there's one spot, that's the
Two or
left
three
side
bad
of the road.
spots, there's two or
Yeah.
three bad spots.
It
And
would
it
take
needs
us-
a mowing, it needs a good mowing job. So,
Well, who owns, they own the left side, we own the right side, cause that one big hole's on the left side.
They on the right side, we on the left side as you're driving up the hill.
Well, that don't make no sense. The city is closer to the left side.
I mean, by Corey's advisement,
And that's what, on the 1994 drawing, that was the breakdown, so. It doesn't seem to be.
Either way, so
Yeah.
at that 463 feet, just say we go up there and do the work, half of that can be billed to the city.
Well, it's all together, it's almost 800 and some feet.
So
No, not the city and the county, only 463 feet.
that 477.62 is what's
Yeah.
50/50,
Okay.
and then the balance
And
beyond
then
that.
the county owns all the last part.
Yeah, the city owns the first 342.97, and then there's 50/50, and then the county.
now, the one
And
thing we
Keiko says that we don't own any of it,
kept it,
skip this on that.
yeah, but we'll,
I'm not worried about that, I was
Right.
like, we're good to go fix it. I'm just,
I think this is the action necessary for,
Kip.
that to be updated with KIPTA,
Kip.
so they can send that information to transportation capital.
correct.
All right, let's do this, let's go.
All right. All right, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. We have a motion,
Motion by Zach, second by Zach.
yeah, motion by Zach, second by Dan to approve this agreement with the city of Tazewell concerning Creekside Drive. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All right, thank you, Corey, for getting that. Page 85 in your books, we have the clerk's budget, and then we will discuss the sheriff's budget. Lynn, if you'd like to address us?
The budget is pretty straightforward. It's on page 85. It's receipts versus disbursements, but it is actually, our excess fees will be more than 700,000 because we're already at 733,000 for the year up to December 1st. We still have December to go. Ballpark is probably about 40,000 will turn over in excess fees. It's about what we did last December, so excess fees will be about 770,000. This is just something that we have to turn in. Laura did the numbers in the books, but there's money in transit. That's why the 700,000 doesn't match the 770,000.
All right, and then, I try to remember every year from one to the next, we approved the, Aaron's running here. We approved the budget, and then we'll approve the salary cap separate?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, any questions on Lynn about her,
What's what we're talking
annual
about
settlement? Just the
Budget.
Just the budget.
now? Okay, okay.
Page 85.
to approve budget, clerk's office.
Second.
Motion by Will, second by Mike, to approve the quarter report and annual settlement for the clerk's office. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Then I'll sign this and send it over to you.
Okay.
All right, now we have your salary cap, Lynn.
Salary cap was, the amount came to after consultation with Doug when he was still here. I had a meeting over in your office. He figured what I would need with the health insurance going up and the other expenses, because this covers everything, the full-time wages, overtime wages, part-time help, co-op student vacation, health insurance, and you know, health insurance went up. We had a long discussion over that. So Doug came to around $400,663. He did not figure in any raises whatsoever. So I put in 5% on top of the 400 and came up with an even 420,000. That's
What was the salary cap this year, 390 or something, 380?
391.
That's what it's been the last 2 years.
Uh-huh, yeah, I remember. Actually, I thought it was less than that 3 years ago, but I just wanted to know last year.
Alright. Any other thoughts?
How much is the insurance going up to affect your office?
And $45,000.
I think that's a pretty realistic number myself, really. Do you know what you spent today? Not sure.
Three, well, it doesn't include December, I'm sorry.
Right, and we don't have those numbers yet. We won't have those until the 10th of this month. We won't have our disbursements or revenues.
I believe 11 months, which would have been up to the end of November, you were somewhere around 310,901. Does that sound right?
About, yeah. I used more this year than I did last year. I've had more employees this year.
Yeah. And again, it doesn't include December.
If no one has anything, motion to approve clerk salary cap $420,000.
All right? I'll second it. Motion by Will, second by myself to approve the clerk's salary cap at $420,000. Any discussion? All right. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All right, thank you, Lynn. Next up is Sheriff.
All right. Like I just up here a month ago, 25, flew by. All right, I'm gonna go through the numbers. I know y'all have the same thing on your computers and all that kind of thing, but the ones behind me, I guess we'll kind of go real fast as far as the numbers. We were at 6,916 calls for 2025. That's just kind of a pie chart of all the various calls we took for 2025. And that was up to like December 27th, so. We had 144 DUI arrests, 170 collisions, 50 of those were injury, 132 we had property damage. Drug arrests following from a traffic stop, we had 320 drug arrests for 2025 from traffic stops. Auto inspections, we did 1,040 of those. Special purpose vehicles, we were at 35. Civil papers, 1,460. Total 2,535. Felony cases, we had 226 felony cases. Misdemeanors, we were at 326, and traffic cases, 802. There's some bar graphs as far as felony cases, traffic, misdemeanor, and collisions. You can see pretty much everything is up over some of it's doubled and tripled over the past few years. The biggest thing is felonies. You can see in 21, felonies just like at 95, I believe, and we're at 226 now. The courts are seeing that as well. I spoke to the circuit judge, and she said everything has probably tripled over the past 3 years. So, next page, fees collected by year. That's kind of showing the trend of our fee collection. Starting in 2020, we're at 618,000. This year we collected 901,000, and that was not the full month of December, majority of it. So it's probably going to be a little bit higher than that. So we kind of threw 915 up there for next year. More than likely it's going to be more than that going by the trends. We don't want to really overshoot it. So we're saying 915 for next year, but more than likely it's going to be several thousand more than that. Grants and donations. This is an estimate of $217,000 in grants and donations we've gotten from other agencies as far as equipment. So we've tried our best to save the county as much money as we can when it comes to equipment. Equipment is expensive. The AG grant helped out a lot as far as body armor, helmets, all that. That was several $1,000s saved. With that, computers, electronics, we got from some other agencies like Little Metro, JCSO, and then just some odd and end things as far as radios, lights, light bars, sirens. Those last two used vehicles we got. Majority, pretty much all that was really basically equipped from stuff from other agencies or donated from a supplier. So next page. All right. So the goals for 2026 is getting 2 more recruits. As no secret, that's kind of been my goal ever since coming back to Spencer. I wanted to, for one, get us to 24/7 patrol. I don't ever want us to see us go back from that. This county deserves 24/7 patrol, 7 days a week. But on the same token, we shouldn't have deputies outside working by themselves, whether it be day shift or night shift. We fixed the problem on night shift. We no longer have deputies working nights by themselves, but we still have an issue like on weekends, stuff like that, having a day shift unit working 12 hours by himself. Any given day, something could happen. Just a few months ago, I was talking to somebody in my office, and within 10 minutes, I was inside a house where a man had shot his wife, and before I could trying to make entry in the house, he took his own life. So that's just something that you don't want a lone deputy to have to be faced with, deal with by himself. We just can't. I can't get out of my house quick enough for any other guys to back them up. KSP is not present like it used to be. 95% of the time, if we ask for a trooper, they're coming from Frankfurt or somewhere else. So we're your primary law enforcement in the county. And like we've discussed in the past, the city is only out until about 2 or 3 in the morning, and then we cover the city after that. So right now we have the bare bones to do 24/7 patrol, but we're hurting if somebody's sick, if we lose somebody. We're spending a lot of overtime to make up for that man down. So if we can get these 2 additional recruits, I'm really looking forward to 2027 because that should fix that issue. We got at least a deal on it all times. And by hiring 2 in July, that's likely to be probably 2027 before we actually get that start putting them to use after they've been trained with us. Are there any questions as far as that?
I got a deep question.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
So, last year, did we get the 3 new recruits that we were planning on getting last year?
Last year we tried, the goal for last year was going to try to hire 2 full-time retirees. And we tried and tried and tried. Had a couple people have interest that didn't pass our standards. So we ended up hiring a couple of part-timers. And that's why we had that savings for this past budget. We did put 2 part-timers on the road, and we were trying to they helped us out on the night shift and on the short nights. On a 12-hour schedule, each deputy have like a short night where he only works 8 hours. And so that was leaving a deputy out by himself at night. So we plugged our part-times into that part of the schedule to where the 2 full-time guys will work their entire shift together, and the part-time supplements that time at 4 hours without. That answer your question as far as that?
I make a motion to approve the sheriff's salary cap request for calendar year 2026 for $1,515,000.
Second.
All right, motion by Mike, second by Zach to approve the salary cap request from the sheriff's office 2026 of 1.515 million. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. We will need, Andrew, that budget sheet like Wayne had.
Okay.
I mean, that's supposed to be approved by the 15th.
I'll go over and get it now.
Yeah, if you, yeah, we
I'll
need
go
it.
get it.
If you can go get it down, that'd be good. All right, I don't have anything else on the agenda, other than we have the invoices, bills, and transfers. Anyone see any questions?
Motion to pay the bills and make the transfers.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Zach, second by Dan to pay the bills and make the transfers and pay the invoices. All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. And again, I don't have an executive session, but we do need to pass this.
So we'll see the way around here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a short recess. So everybody out in the audience, y'all have a good Christmas? I know Bill did. I was working behind his house. Now that ain't totally accurate. I don't know what kind of Christmas Bill had, but he's back there smiling, so I'd say he had a good.
They bought food, he's good.
Yes, you and Steve, y'all doing good?
Doing good. I'm cool and collected, trying to stay awake.
Stay awake.
I'm up after an hour's sleep, so.
Oh, goodness, well, we're sorry about that.
It's all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Caitlin, that was like the first meeting. Thank you for having the numbers and things ready. Yeah.
Just wondering why you set her so close to some questionable stuff.
Got this corn in the bin.
Yeah, I got a bunch of corn in me. It ain't working much.
Much more later.
I hope so, but I'm gonna wait till later. About 4:30, 4:35.
I got over about 460 or something last year.
Nope. I'll tell the community, y'all know we have the U of L Health Center over here. You may call it immediate care, urgent care, whatever. But, of course, y'all know on Christmas Day how nice, warm, and pretty it was. So I wore short pants and a t-shirt. And then Friday, I got a cold. And I got down. But I went over there last week, and you can walk in, and they'll see you, and they'll give you antibiotics or, whatever they think you need. And, but it's really nice to do things local. And, of course, I had been in there, but I hadn't been in there as a patient. But they had lots of chairs, and they're not sitting on top of one another. They're in a long length. You're not looking like a square room. Your back's against the wall, and you can look way down and see all the patients. There's room to distance. There's several folks in there, and they got me in, got me out, went next door, got my medication. But if no one is aware of that, take advantage of it.
I went over, I had an ear infection, couldn't get in to see my doctor for a month.
Even though you're down, it's
So
terrible.
I went up there and they took care of it. I was up there maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me. I still ain't, but it is nice.
Yeah,
It is nice.
very know Steve and Jeff there, we've been working with, the folks in the community are working. You all know that we discussed, did a resolution on, the Stidger House and doing business, I guess, incubation type program, and then Main Street has a program, and the group that's involved, I'm on it, I know tourism's on it, Chamber's on it, some other folks in the community, but we're running with that. Before I forget, tomorrow, James Allen and Senator Higdon are gonna be 8 o'clock, right? In the chamber tomorrow. If you'd like to, this year is a long session, if you'd like to come and address them about anything on your mind, anything in Frankfurt, different things, it would be a perfect opportunity. But we're gonna be leaning on them to try to get us in the budget, in the state budget, to get us some assistance for some of these programs. I know the sanitation district has a request, and then also where we, if y'all remember, we asked the city a year ago about the ballpark downtown, and, that's still, I guess, kind of on the burner too, getting that done. So.
Was that AM or PM?
Damn.
Eight in the morning, Bobby, 8 a.m. Yeah, they're gonna have coffee and usually it's a real good morning. It's not, the ones I've been to, there hasn't been a giant crowd, so it's a lot of good one-on-one with it. So maybe, everybody's watching, we'll have them out the door tomorrow, maybe. Have to go get some more coffee.
So we did pretty good, so now.
Well, I figured he'd have paper in his hand when he come back in, and he didn't have paper in his hand. We stood there for a minute. Very good, very good. Mhm.
Andrew's working up.
You gotta have paper,
What's that?
will he have paper in his hand? Okay, all right.
Mike, what about the splash park, is that what we're still gonna come talk to us?
Yeah, we've had a little communication breakdown over the holidays. I'm gonna start getting back to her this week. I could have called her this morning, but it's gonna be just a little too late. So we'll try to get her set up for maybe the next meeting. She seems to not have a problem being available with the evening, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'll agree maybe on the next week. Then when is the next meeting?
It'll be the Tuesday night after Martin Luther King Day.
20.
Yeah, it'll be the 20th.
Did they get to work any over on the pad, do all that halfway dry lows?
They, as far as this past week, I don't know, week before they did. It's supposed to rain maybe 1 or 2 inches this Thursday. Are they working today? Y'all?
They were working today.
They are.
I saw dirt moving
They
today.
were
Okay.
doing stuff this morning.
All right, good. They had a truck that laid down, but they was working on that truck.
They're working on that truck when they got there.
I know, they should have done hauled that one off and brought another one in.
And then it's, who's more, so they can pull it in, working.
Well, they had it turned around, so hopefully they got it lined out. That, last time I talked to him, I thought the building was coming in December. Maybe they put it off, but he's still planning on it being in this month, the building. And getting the piers poured where the skeleton stands. And then possibly getting it under roof before they finish the inside. I told him we was ready.
When was the deadline for that?
In the summer, isn't it? Corey, is that about right? On the building?
Look back at the exact date.
Yeah. It's toward the end, like when school starts or
Yeah,
something.
one thing like early August, feels like.
But I thought when we talked the last time, it was sometime in August,
Okay,
around that time.
yeah.
You better hustle.
We talked about, our gas tanks out here. I don't know if y'all all, I don't know if I shared it with you all, but the tank underground, Greenville's would sell it. Keiko didn't really want us to buy it. So I don't know if that's an option.
So I think they'll want us to buy it.
They didn't think we should own underground tanks that we don't know the condition of.
Well, we're gonna tell the green one, we're gonna dig it up.
Advice,
Yeah.
good advice.
There's a tank out behind the chamber hall, we're still waiting for them to come pick it up, so.
What we're aiming to do now is we're gonna drain it out, and then Bennett's is gonna set us a tank out here now. You gotta have them so many feet away from the buildings.
Well, what I'm getting at is, if it's not our tank, you know, we're gonna get charged rent.
No. They'll either, what they really need to do is come and remove it,
Yeah.
is what needs to happen. But, we're not filling it anymore. I just wanna make that clear to you. All right, I got a copy, it looks, y'all saw it in your book, it looks just like the one Lynn had. This is a budget from the sheriff's office where he has a budget estimate of $915,000. I don't know what y'all need to see or pass it around.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
All right, second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Zach, second by Mike to approve the sheriff's budget of $915,000. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Motion by Zach, second by Mike. This is available on amendable. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Thank you all.
You can sign it, right?
Yep.
They do it as quick as I do.